My name is Lamad from the GMS and Engineer 2 Camp, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the sincere Akim, laboring in true sincerity. Basically, today I have the article, the video I'm going to title Babylon is Fallen, 2017 store closings. And basically, the article says, we have tripled the number of store closings from last year, and 20 major retailers have closed at least 50 stores in 2017. And basically, the scripture that came to mind is this scripture right here. I'm gonna read it real quick. This is uh this is Zephaniah 1 and 11. It says, "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, and all they that bear silver are cut off." All right, so it says, "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh," and if I'm not mistaken, hold up, Salakia, real quick. I'm gonna read the commentary real quick to see if I get some more information because this word I wanted to get this what this word Maktesh means. Slack, bear with me for a second. This is all right. This is from the King James Version Bible Commentary, Nelson's KJV Bible Commentary. This is for Zephaniah 1 and 11. It says Maktesh is a translation of the Hebrew meaning mortar and is so translated in Slakia. It says it is not the proper name and hence is probably best understood to indicate a district of Jerusalem in which merchants carried on their business. A similar reference would be our Wall Street. It says merchant people. Um, is a reference not only to a class of people, merchants, but also an indication of how they transacted their business, like the Canaanites or Phoenicians. And the Phoenicians were known for, their transporting things by sea and all that. It says not only will they be cut down, but their wealth will also be cut off. So I mean that's basically all I wanted from that. But Maktesh, like it said basically right there, Wall Street would be equivalent to Maktesh. So it says, "How the inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off." All right. So we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna read this article real quick, or certain parts of it. Uh, so it says, did you know the number of retail store closings in 2017 has already tripled the number from all of 2016 last year? A total of 2,056 store locations were closed down, but this year more than 6,700 stores have been shut down so far. That absolutely shatters the all-time record for store closings in a single year, and yet nobody seems to be concerned about it. In 2008, an all-time record 6,163 retail stores were shuttered, and we have already surpassed that mark by a very wide margin. We are facing an unprecedented retail collapse, it's like the apocalypse. And as you will see below, the number of retail store closings is actually supposed to be much higher next year. Says whenever the mainstream media reports on the retail apocalypse, they always try to put a positive spin on the story by blaming the growth on Amazon and other online retailers. Yeah, because that's basically, they'll try and say is that, oh, people aren't going out to the stores no more. They're ordering everything online and having it mailed to them, right? It says, and without a doubt, that has an impact. But at this point, online shopping still accounts for less than 10% of total U.S. retail sales. It says, look, Amazon didn't just show up to the party. They've always been around for many, many, many years. And while it's true they are growing, they still only account for a very small sliver of the overall retail pie. It says, as I noted in the headline, there are 20 different major retail chains that have closed at least 50 stores so far this year. It says the following numbers originally come from Fox Businesses. Yeah, so I'm gonna just name it real quick. As you can see already, but I'm gonna just go through it real quick. It says Abercrombie and Finch 60 stores, Aeropostale 88 stores, American Apparel 110 stores, BCBG 118 stores, BB 168 stores. The Children's Place hundreds of stores to be closed by 2020. It says CVS 70 stores, Guess 60 stores, Gymboree 350 stores, HH Gregg 220 stores, J. Crew 50 stores, J.C. Penney 138 stores. It says Limited 250 stores, Macy's 68, Michael Kors 125, Payless 800 stores, Radio Shack more than 1,000 stores, Rue 21 up to 400 stores, Sears, Kmart's more than 300 stores, Wet Seal 171 stores. It says the U.S. economy has not grown by at least 3% in a single year since the middle of the Bush administration, and it's not going to happen this year either. Overall, the U.S. economy has grown by an average of just 1.33% over the last 10 years, and meanwhile, U.S. stock prices are up about 250% since the end of the last recession. The stock market has become completely and utterly disconnected from economic reality, and yet many Americans still believe that it is an accurate barometer for the health of the economy. It says, I used to do a Black Friday article every year, but I have ended that tradition. Yes, there were still a few scuffles this year, but at this point, the much bigger story is how poorly the retailers are doing. So it says, so far this year, more than 300 retailers have filed for bankruptcy, and we are currently on a pace to lose over 147 million square feet of retail space by the end of 2017. Like, for example, like when you go to like the gallery, let's just say like the gallery, which is in Center City. I mean, they're trying to, I guess, basically, remodel the gallery or whatever. But it's like, it seems like, the stores were just, going out of business or whatever. But you find that, I found in a couple like malls and stuff like that, they're trying to like redo it, and I guess like thinking more people are gonna come, but I don't really think that's the case. I think they're just doing that in vain. It says, and some analysis are already predicting that as many as 9,000 stores could be shut down in the U.S. in 2018. We are just going to blame Amazon every time another retail chain goes belly up. What we should really be focused on is the fact that the retail bubble is starting to burst. In the aftermath of the last financial crisis, retailers were on an unprecedented debit binge, and now a lot of that debit is starting to go bad. The amount of high yield retail debt that will mature next year is probably 19 times larger. It says more stores try to stay open through Christmas, but once the holiday season is over, we will see another huge wave of store closings. All right, because like right now, you see a lot of people buying things because it's Christmas and all that, but it's like after that, that's pretty much on a lot of times when stores or whatever, they'll try and make a lot of their money, back. Like Black Friday that just passed, a lot of stores, they have those sales so that they would be able to move a lot of items and stuff, or basically draw people in to the store, and then they will go buy, other things. So, individual store closed down. It says as individual stores close down, this will put a lot of financial pressure on malls and shopping centers, not too long ago. One report projected that up to 25% of all shopping malls in the entire nation could close down by 2022. But I tend to think that number is too optimistic. Slovakia. All right, so it says retailers that serve the very wealthy are generally doing well, and those that serve the other end of the food chain, such as dollar stores and Walmart, are also doing okay. But virtually all the retailers that depend on middle class shoppers are really struggling, and this is going to continue for the foreseeable future. It says most American families are either living paycheck to paycheck or are close to that level, and these days, U.S. customers simply do not have much discretionary income to play around with. More hardworking Americans are going to fall out of the middle class with each passing month, and that is extremely bad news for the retail industry that is literally falling apart right in front of our eyes. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much the point. So, with that, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the elders, a great millstone, and shalom to all the sister Akim.